We are here again, live at 5. It is always a pleasure to be here and just want to welcome you all to this another episode of Sunday Live at 5 with me, Nadine Mendez from Amazing Journey Realty, where we are committed and driven for your success. So let's get into it. This week's topic will be what or when is the best time to purchase a house? Okay. And therefore, but before we get to it, actually, I just want to highlight for those of you who may know someone who may benefit from this episode or another episode, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to YouTube, Instagram, and we're going to try to do a couple more in due season. All right. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a wonderful week and you're in preparation for this festive season. For those of you, well, for most of you, try not to forget the reason for the season, whatever it is that works best for you. All right. So let's get to it. All right. So buyers typically, I've been asking the question, and it's been a while that I've been getting this question. When is the best time to buy? I am in a temperate area that's we experience winter distinct seasons. So there is winter, there's spring. I love spring, summer, fall, back to winter. All right, and typically you find that maybe some 5, 6 years ago, one would see fluctuations in the market, the peak season and the not so peak season. And in general, people want to know when would be the best time to get like good rates or get bargains for homes, etc. These days, as most of you may know, we're pretty much still in a seller's market, which essentially means that the sellers, it's you find more buyers competing for fewer properties, and as a result the sellers have an advantage. Therefore you may find that there are some areas there are still what we call bidding wars, where there's so many buyers, lots of offers, and more often than none houses go by quickly or they fly off the market quickly, way above asking price. And typically, there's little to no room for negotiation in a seller's market. But very often, buyers ask, when can I or when will I be able to get on the market and purchase a home and get what I want? Typically, there are properties that are still available for those who may see beyond what is you see in the surface. Not all move-in properties or move-in ready properties are maybe the best. And I mean, mind you, they are the best. Let me get this right. They are the best, especially for first-time homeowners. Typically, I encourage first-time home buyers to try to not get too deep into the fixer-upper, because you don't really know exactly what you're getting into unless you do your research and you already know about construction, and you have no issue with dealing with projects, all right, for want of a better word. But if it is that you are not an expert in the field and you may not be able to afford in the near future to purchase or to get a contractor to update a property, then a move-in ready might be the fitting choice for you. And of course, a move-in ready that is priced right will typically go for above asking price in a seller's market. And let me put a disclaimer out there. Not every market is a seller's market. You do find some markets that may not be as competitive, and therefore there goes an opportunity for you. It might be a market that you may end up transforming into a market that's needed over time, or it could be close to where you work or the schools that you intend to use. You never know, and therefore there are still opportunities, even in a seller's market. Now, when is the best time to buy? Typically, one would say that during the months when it's easier to go out particularly in a temperate climate, between February and June, July, you find it ticks up a bit in terms of the amount or the demand. More buyers are out during that time searching and purchasing homes during that period. But you also find that, especially if there's hardly any inventory, that the prices may also go up. All right, so bear that in mind. In a situation like that, the so-called off-peak season, it's not always like that, but it can be. And I think now somewhat it's an other agents and buyers may also say the same, that not many people are out there during this winter season. I guess, there are other factors that have taken into play, such as the rates, mortgage rates, which is about 7 point something right now, about 7.12. I think it reduced just a bit to 6.98 to that effect, but there's not that much. It's fluctuating, but it's not that effective to make like drastic changes within mortgage rates, right? So it's fluctuating, but not to make a drastic change. However, we're talking about seasons. So as it relates to the season, you may find that this time of the year is a good time to purchase, albeit you may not see that many houses on the market, but those that are on the market might be, because there's not that much competition, you could find an opportunity there. So you're encouraged to do some research, check online. I'm sure most buyers, data is at your fingertips, right? Data is at your fingertips. You know the different websites where you can go and check for available homes. And do not discount a house that needs some work. Okay, remember, first-time home buyers, there are levels, at what type of home you could see yourself living in and, making adjustments as you go. Whereby there are others, you can just get into it if you have the funding to do the necessary repairs and move in later. All right. But there are also homes that you may find are on the market, and nothing is wrong with these homes. But because of the season, they are sitting on the market a little longer than usual. So there within itself are some opportunities for you. So no, pretty much any time could be a good time to purchase. Just ensure that you are qualified, you are ready. Qualified meaning, if you're going to get a mortgage loan, then you need to go to your a financial institution or someone that's recommended, or at least three I would recommend to anyone buyer. Interview them, see the ones that you can communicate with, and be able to get a good reasonable rate that works best for you and whomever you will be purchasing this property, with whom you will be purchasing this property. All right. So you need to get what is called a pre-approval. If you're getting a loan. For cash buyers, that's different. Once you're ready, go ahead, go for it. It's up to you. But for those who need a loan, there is a pre-approval. Now, currently on the market, I am seeing, one second here, making sure. So I know that there was a first decline since October in the mortgage rates. So the rate is now close to 7.12, I'd mentioned before, and they're expecting at least another 0.25 or 225 basis point cut again in future. But it's not something that should make you determine that the rates are going to drop significantly. That's not expected anytime soon. So once you're ready, just go for it. You may find that when the rates drop, rates fall, it means that more buyers may come out. More buyers come out, and if there's still very few houses on the market for sale, then automatically the price will go up. All right, so just bear those other things in mind. So just to note that we don't anticipate any major changes in tax rates in the near future, but that should not preclude you from purchasing, all right? Because there are lots of opportunities at this time, particularly due to the fact that there's not that many competition. as we speak for most markets, not all. Okay. So the economy is actually resilient, I must say. And as a result, I see, in spite of inflation, we are still seeing a steady, as the economy is growing steadily. To what I'm seeing here from Freddie Mac, it states that there was a strong annualized rate of 2.8 in quarter four in 2020, quarter three, sorry, in 2024, and it was slightly below that of the year prior, but it's above average, and that's a good thing. Consumption spending was the main driver, growing 3.7%, and it's the fastest pace since 2023 quarter one. So there is some improvement, and then there's a contributing 2.5% points to GDP growth. All right. So we bear those nuggets in mind. Also, bear in mind, buyers, that some banks are currently offering a 40-year instead of a 30-year fixed rate loan. They're offering 40 years. While this on the surface may seem or is attractive, because it means you may have a longer term and you pay less per month, which might be attractive to first-time home buyers or to buyers in general, who may find that the rates might not be the best for them. This could be an opportunity again for you. However, bear in mind that it also means that you may not see any equity in your property. In other words, if you were to sell that property, you may not get that much back after a certain period, right? Because of the staggering rate. And you would likely pay more over time. However, just bear in mind that, there is that option, but make sure you do understand what it is that you're getting into before you make that decision. All right. So there's another option there. And I think in general, there are always opportunity, regardless of the market, regardless of an economy, regardless of, any uncertainty that may exist. If it is that you see the need for you, or you're moving to another city, or there's a change in the dynamics of your family, let's use the word family. If there's a change and you need to update or downsize, or if you're an empty nester and you need to make a change, the choice is yours. Make that change. So essentially, no, any time is a good time to buy a house. All right. Now, if there's any other question, or if there's anything that I can speak with you directly on, I'd be happy to reach out. My details are below or above in my bio. You will see the website. You can reach out to me directly. It doesn't matter where you are in the States. If you are in other countries, I can try to help as far as possible. You can still reach out in any event. But as always, I am happy to bring you as much information as possible for your success. And bear in mind, again, it's always helpful to contract the services of a realtor. We are just as you go to a doctor or a lawyer, mind you, a competent realtor. All right. It's always good to speak with several, understand what it is you're getting into, and contract the services of a realtor in order to, be able to transact successfully. There are so many dynamics to purchasing a home. It's not all about what we see on some channels where you look at only 3 properties and you choose only one of the 3 and it's all fine and hunky-dory. No, it's not like that. All right. So it's a lot more complex than it seems, and therefore it's helpful for you to seek the services and support of a realtor, a competent, licensed realtor. All right. So that's it for now. If there's anything, and I'm glad I'm on time this time. So, what I intend to do, just remember the reason for the season. And as I wrap up, I just want to, as always, leave a word of motivation for the week. So, this week is start living your dreams today. Start living your dreams today. Okay? Whatever you do it today. Remember again, the reason for the season, be kind. There's so many people out there who would love to have that smile from you, just to make their day. So many people are going through, so be kind, whatever we do. All right, and without further ado, oh, one more thing. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to anyone you know who might benefit from this and other series. Until next time, have an amazing and blessed week. Take care. Bye.